I'm Joseph.
Hi, I'm Tracy. I'll be your assessor for today. Yeah, please take a seat.
Thank you.
Okay. So, Joseph, can I have your NYC for verification, please? Thank you. Okay, thank you. Thank you for coming, Joseph. So how are you today?
I'm feeling okay.
You're feeling okay, yeah? How long have you been working with ABC Store?
2 years.
About 2 years, huh? Okay. So, what you'll be assessed today is basically what you have gone through during your training, and the setup of the role play is very similar to your shop. Okay. Before you go into the details of the assessment, do you have any special needs that I need to be aware of?
No.
No. Huh? So if any point in time you need me to slow down or repeat the question or rephrase any question, please feel free to let me know. Just for safety precaution, in the event of any emergency, such as fire, please do not panic. I'll need you to stay calm and follow the instructions and the emergency exit directions. The fire exit sign is just here. The escape floor plan is also there. And use only the staircases and do not use the lift. In case of small fire, we can also use the fire extinguisher over there. Just follow me. We'll take the staircase and we'll assemble at the open field area outside the main lobby. So far, any questions?
No.
Right, so for today, the purpose of the assessment is to assess your competency for established customer requirements and recommend products and services. These are related to the training you have attended under the Sell Products and Services module. If you are deemed competent, you will be awarded the Statement of Attainment for the Sell Products and Services unit. The entire assessment will be conducted in this classroom, and we have included products from the ABC store here. The assessment will also be based on ABC Store's standard operating procedures. You are also expected to know the Occupational Health and Safety Regulations of Singapore and also the Consumer Protection Fair Trading Act 2003, including the Lemon Law. So far okay?
Yes, I'm okay.
The assessment process will have 2 parts. We will start with a role play, which will be about 15 minutes, and then the second part will be oral questioning, which is also about 15 minutes. So the entire duration is about 30 minutes. Right, at the end of the assessment, you'll be informed whether you are competent or not yet competent. In the event you should be certified as not yet competent, you will need to go for reassessment. If you have any dispute with my decision, you can appeal. Are you aware of the appeal process?
Yes, yes. The facilitator has briefed me on this.
So you have been briefed on the appeal process and understand the entire process. All right, during the assessment process, I will need to highlight that I'll also be taking notes for my own records. So please do continue and do not stop. The details of the assessment will also be kept confidential, which means your company will only know the final result of whether you are competent or not yet competent. What happens here and the discussion we have will be kept inside this classroom. So, any questions so far?
No.
May I check that your phone is on silent mode?
Yes, it's on silent mode.
Okay. Mode. Right. So, so far you have understood everything I've explained to you? Okay, no further questions.
No.
Okay, good. Let me just brief you on the role play. In the role play segment, you'll be the sales assistant, and I'll be your customer. You can see that over there, there's a range of winter clothing. Okay. And please follow me and take a look at all the clothes. Basically, there are 4 pieces of winter clothing. And this is the dressing room, changing room. There's a mirror here. Okay. And there are some promotional items over here. So, can see that all the price tags are also tagged to the clothes.
Yes.
So please take a look at the setup. After you are familiar with the process, let me know. I will step up and then I will come in as your customer.
Yes, I'm ready.
Yeah.
Good morning. Welcome to ABC store. How may I help you?
I'm looking for a jacket. Yeah.
Looking for a jacket. You're traveling anywhere in the country?
Yes, I'll be going to Australia in
Okay.
June, and looking for something that will keep me warm. Yeah.
Alright. Then you have any preference on the jacket?
Yes, I prefer something that is, preferably the material is made of waterproof material so that I can use it as a raincoat as well in case it rains.
Right. How about your budget? Budget?
Less than 150. Yeah, nothing more than 150.
I think this is a good choice. This is about $100. This suits your preference. And this is also waterproof. It's light and it's not easy to get dirty because it's dark color. Right.
Oh.
So why don't you try on?
Okay.
Okay. You want to take a look at the mirror?
Okay.
Yes. Wow, it looks nice. I think the cut just suits you very nice. The color also complements your complexion, and I think it stands out very good. Yeah, I believe you really keep it warm in the country. So the price is so within your range, $100. Yours is acceptable. Yeah.
I'm not sure.
It's a good buy. It's a good buy. Yeah, it's one of our latest design in the shop.
You sure this material is
Yes,
waterproof?
yes. It is waterproof. I mean, it meets your requirement now.
Oh.
Yeah, yeah. How about I wrap it up for you? Because the offer, the prices is $100, so it's still within your range. And this is the last piece. Yeah. Come, let me help you with this. Yeah. Is that okay? If it's okay, I'll show you to the cashier. You're paying by cash or credit card?
I'm paying by card.
Oh, okay, come. Shall I show you this way? Come this way.
Okay. Joseph, this is the end of the role play.
Okay.
Yeah. So this.
Oh.
Okay. You mind stepping outside for a short while? When I'm ready, I'll call you back in. Let me take some notes first of this segment.
Okay.
Joseph, please take a seat.
Thank you.
Okay, please take a seat. Yeah. Okay, welcome back, Joseph. We will now proceed to the oral questioning segment. There'll be 9 questions altogether. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay.
Can I take a look at my notes?
Sure. Yeah, you can take a look at the results. Okay. Right. Question 1. How do you greet your customer?
I will say, welcome to ABC store, and I'll say good morning, sir or madam.
How do you approach the customer who appears interested in an item?
I will politely approach them and compliment the choices they are looking at and the colors of the choice of this season, and that they will look good on them and that they will really enjoy their purchase.
promote the store items?
I will introduce the key features and items and highlight their benefits, and also to offer to solve the customer's problem.
Okay. How do you bid farewell to the customer?
I will say thank you for shopping at ABC store, and then see you soon.
How do you find out what a customer needs?
I will ask open questions. I will also ask probing questions to find out their requirement, and also to follow up to clarify on their requirement.
Okay, when a customer objects to the price of an item, claiming that other stores are selling it cheaper, what would you say to them?
I will listen actively without challenging the claim. I will also politely highlight the key features of the products and the store's policy of giving more years of warranties and so on.
How do you match your customers' requirements to your product recommendation?
I must first of all include I will look at the features and also understand what the customer is looking for, and then to match them, and also their preference of color, their design, materials. Yeah.
Name 2 organizational procedures on presenting products to customer.
Organization procedures.
You know, your ABC stores, their own SOP on presenting products.
SOP, okay, SOP, okay, I understand. Okay, now, we wait for customers to register their interest, in an item before stepping up towards him or her. And also, I will say that, say that he is looking for something and ask further questions to find out more information.
Name 1 reason why you may need to present alternative product to the customer.
This usually is because of budget. Yeah, budget is an issue.
Okay, Joseph, maybe you step aside for a while while I do some recording of the oral questioning segment. I will call you back after.
Okay. Thank you.
Take a seat. Yes. Thank you for waiting, Joseph.
Yes.
You have completed the role play and the oral questioning.
Yes.
How do you think you have done today?
I think during the role play I forgot about introducing the range of products to the customer. So I think that part I really need to improve on it.
From the observation of your performance today, you are not yet competent in establish customer requirements and recommend products and services. You have done well in everything else, but there are 2 areas you are still not yet competent. May I give you feedback on these 2 areas?
Yes.
In present, demonstrate products and services which best meet customers' requirements. to customer for inspection, you can actually, you should explain the range of products that can meet the customer requirements. So just now what you did is, instead of explaining the range of products of all the jackets that you have, you zoom in onto just one jacket and you just promoted that one jacket to me. Yeah. Instead of telling me, oh ma'am, would you like to look at the range of jackets we have here? Or present some alternatives. So in recommending alternatives or equivalent products and services to customer where appropriate, like I mentioned earlier, we did not actually share the whole range or present the alternatives, and you also did not highlight the promotional products that are available here. So what you could have done is actually to promote all these promotional products, or tell me that actually there are alternatives that I can consider. Yeah, instead of straight away bringing me to the cashier. Okay. So do you have any questions, or do you need any clarifications on what we have discussed so far?
No.
So have you been briefed on the appeal process?
Yeah, yes.
Okay. Would you like to lodge an appeal against the assessment outcome?
No.
No. So, okay. So under here, assessors not yet competent, mark here, and I write my name here. Sign here. Okay, and you mentioned that you have been briefed on the appeal process, and you would not appeal against the assessment outcome. So I confirm that you will not be appealing. Okay, so I'll sign here, and write my name here. So if you accept the outcome of today's assessment, please write your name here, and also here, and sign here and here, both sections, both the top and the bottom. Okay, Joseph, don't give up. As I have shared, there are only 2 areas that you need to improve upon. Do go back and work on these 2 areas. Because you will need to actually get a competent meeting for your career advancement. Wish you all the best for your reassessment. Okay, Joseph.